Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, your boy, Yumiko, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, I'm going to be doing my quarterfinal predictions for the Champions League. So let's jump straight into it. Right, okay, guys. So today is the first leg of the quarterfinals. But before we jump into our predictions, we are going to go back to the round of 16 and see who went through and my predictions if I was right or wrong. Right, okay, so in these games between Benfica and Club Brugge, I predicted that Benfica would win. And of course they did. They did win 7-1 on aggregate. And then moving on, we had Chelsea and Dortmund. I predicted Dortmund to win. But of course, as you can see, they didn't win till Chelsea are through. And then moving on to Bayern Munich against PSG. I predicted Bayern to win. And Bayern did win 3-0 on aggregate. So that's good. And then moving on to Spurs and Milan. I predicted Milan to win. And they did. They went through, which was 1-0 on aggregate. And yep, and then moving on, we have Manchester City against Leipzig. Of course, I predicted Manchester City to go through, and we did with an 8-1 on aggregate. What a fantastic game this was, by the way, guys. That was a fantastic and absolutely immense game. Fantastic game, that. Okay, moving on to Porto and Inter Milan. I predicted Inter Milan to win, and they did. And they went through with a score of 1-0 on aggregate. So pretty awesome. And then moving on to the second to last round of 16, we have Real Madrid against Liverpool. I predicted Real Madrid to go through, and they did 6-2 in aggregate, so that's good for them. And then finally, guys, we have Napoli against Frankfurt. I predicted Napoli to go through, and they did. They won 3-0. So then moving on to the quarterfinals, which starts today and tomorrow. We've got some tasty game, guys. I mean, we've got Benfica and Inter, and Manchester City and Bayern Munich. So, first off, we have Benfica and Inter. This is going to be a really interesting tie. Really interesting, but I think I'm going to go for Benfica. I think over 2 legs that Benfica might just edge out Inter. Because Inter haven't been exactly at their best in recent weeks. So I do think that Benfica might just nick it from them. Like, it could be 3-2, 2-1, something like that. But I will go for a Benfica win over the 2 legs and to advance to the semi-finals. Okay, so moving on to Manchester City and Bayern Munich. I'm going for a Manchester City win. But it's not going to be easy, guys. It's going to be a really tough test. Because Bayern Munich are one of the favourites to win it. As we are as well. But, you know, to be the best, you've got to beat the best, you know. And I think that City will win. Especially with Erling Haaland. He is on fire at the moment. Scoring for fun. And we're just ticking really well at the moment. Even though Bayern, of course, have got, you know, Thomas Tuchel back. Well, I say back. I mean, he's the new head coach of Bayern Munich. I still think that Manchester City will go through. And I think that we have to kind of maybe try and shut out the tide tonight, because going to Bayern is quite difficult. So I'm hoping that City can do the job tonight. Maybe get 4-0, 4-1, something like that. But it's going to be a really good game. But I'm going to go for Manchester City to go through to the semi-finals. So then moving on to tomorrow, it is Real Madrid against Chelsea. This is going to be an absolute slaughter. I'm sorry, Chelsea, but there's no way you are surviving this test. You are not surviving the Real Madrid test. You are not surviving the Carlo Ancelotti eyebrow raise test. I'm sorry, but it ain't happening. I'm going to go for a Real Madrid quite comfortable over 2 legs. Quite comfortable win. Even though Chelsea could surprise me, I just don't see it happening, I'm afraid. I don't see Chelsea having any hope in this game. And I'm going to go for a Madrid win and going through to the semi-finals. So guys, it is now an all-Italian affair. It's Milan against Napoli. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to go for a Napoli win. I mean, Napoli are on absolute fire at the moment. I'm pretty sure that they're so close to clinching the Serie A for the first time in many, many years. So that's a huge achievement for them. And they are playing so well. That team is just clicking so well. And they're playing some really good football at the moment. And I don't think that Milan will have enough to stop Napoli. I just don't see it happening from them. So I'm going to go for a Napoli win. So yeah, guys, so I see in the semi-finals of the Champions League, I see Benfica, Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Napoli. So yeah, guys, do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you guys think? I do think that all these games are going to be fantastic games. I mean, Chelsea could surprise me, but I just don't really see that happening. I mean, it's possible because it's football and anything is possible in our wonderful and beautiful sport, but I just don't see it personally. So yeah, I think that all these games are going to be fantastic and are all going to be absolute classic games to watch. So yeah, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, until next time, I will catch you later. Goodbye.